Fox News personalities are now demanding CBS journalist Scott Pelley face arrest and advocating for the cancellation of 60 Minutes after he declared freedom of speech is under attack during a commencement speech at Wake Forest University. This comes after years of Fox hurling accusations at the Biden administration for curbing free speech and censorship on social media. Pelley, 60, triggered a firestorm among conservative circles with his impassioned address, which seemed pointedly aimed at former President Donald Trump. After clips of his speech circulated online, MAGA supporters erupted in outrage, and Fox News quickly seized the opportunity to amplify the backlash. Does he hate half the country as much as he hates President Trump? Fumed Harris Faulkner during Tuesday's broadcast of the Faulkner Focus. He never mentions anything about the 76 million people who voted for Trump as being valuable and loved in the country. He goes after the man they voted for. The remarks that particularly set off conservatives were Pelley's assertions about Trump's persistent assaults on the media and America's foundational institutions. In this morning, our sacred rule of law is under attack. Journalism is under attack. Universities are under attack. Pelley told graduates at the ceremony. Freedom of speech is under attack. An insidious fear is reaching through our schools, our businesses, our homes, and into our private thoughts. The fear to speak in America. In a thinly veiled jab at Trump's ongoing $20 billion lawsuit against CBS over a controversial 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris, Pelley noted, ignorance works for power, and lamented how they make the truth seekers live in fear by targeting journalists with baseless lawsuits. Former Trump press secretary and Fox host Kayleigh McEnany took the outrage to new heights by calling for Pelley's arrest during the Five. Greg Gutfeld jokingly brushed off Pelley's warnings by pointing out he wasn't arrested after that. He should have been, because it was an overt lie, McEnany proclaimed. What do you know about journalism being under attack? What does he know about that? I mean, 60 Minutes should be reduced to 0 minutes. McEnany's rant continued, expressing her disdain for Pelley's previous segments and criticizing his assertions about journalism. This was a load of garbage, she huffed. Laura Ingraham also claimed, Scott's still a whiny liberal and still bitter, pointing fingers at Pelley's perceived damage to journalistic integrity. Sean Hannity chimed in on a show later in the day, alleging the former CBS anchor's speech dripped with rage and anti-Trump rhetoric, branding him a biased liberal radical talk show host. The fallout has casued turmoil at CBS, as Paramount, the parent company, considers a settlement to appease the Trump administration over the legal dispute, leading to the resignation of top executives. Senate Democrats have even hinted at potential violations of anti-bribery laws amid the drama between the network and the Trump administration. Power can rewrite history with grotesque false narratives, Pelley continued, casting a glaring spotlight on the administration's attempts to dismantle diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. They can make criminals heroes and heroes criminals. Power can change the definition of the words we use to describe reality. Diversity is now described as illegal. Equity is to be shunned. Inclusion is a dirty word. Faulkner was only getting started, as during the midday roundtable show outnumbered. She went so far as to suggest CBS News faces potential scrutiny from the White House and insinuated that the network could soon face an agenda to silence them. We know what is happening. They are losing their relevancy and soon will be losing their funding, she proclaimed.